It's the Friday before Saturday, which is before Sunday. I knew something was gonna go good with this, right? I don't really like these vertical lives. Bah! Whatever. Everybody else is doing it. I should do it. Inside right now, currently raining outside. Not good for everything I want to get done. After this, I may grab a coat and rake out some of the tracks that the skid steer left mowed in pretty much the whole back, but my main run out to the field. Got a little bit of training for tomorrow morning. That'll be fun. I don't know what everybody else is up to on a Saturday with the whole world attempting to fall apart, but still can't do it. You know what I mean? So, KK, most of the time you're the first one in here. That's why you're a moderator. Thank you, moderator. Anyways, yeah, a little bit of training tomorrow. KK might even be there for some of that training. That'd be cool. And weather's supposed to get a little bit better over here. I do believe it's not supposed to rain. Let's see, what time in the morning is that? It should be done raining by the time we're up and out. So that's why tonight, too, I wanted to kind of rake out some of those tread marks from the skid steer, the tracks on the skid steer that was turned. I had some people take some trees out. They made this huge mess. So I've been cutting everything up. Hey, drop those trees this way. And they dropped them like that way, of course. And yeah, it's been a whole thing. This is going to be the second full weekend that I'm here. And we already got a ton of stuff going on. And the whole world is just going on. So it's kind of like, yeah, I don't know. And I was even thinking about going tomorrow. Even KK asked me, should we go get some video down at the different protests? Because we have one. We're in the middle of, I mean, it's a ways out, each one of them, but like 25-ish minutes to the one east, to the one south, to the one west, and to the one north. So I literally got 4 of them going on around me, and I didn't know if we should go to those and should we videotape or what should we do. Like I said, training in the morning, and then most of those protest things. I don't know if anybody wants to see live stream over there. Yo, what's going on, Cody? I didn't know if I should go there or not. Hello, Koopa. Yeah, you having a good day? Yes, I am. Thank you. How about you? You know, day off today, but still at the same time, I ended up going into work for a few hours before I was switching to property. I had to run back to the old property. Had gotten some mail over there. God bless you too, Koopa. And yeah. So, but it's raining, so I didn't really want to. All right, good job, Cody. Yeah, I really wanted to get a little bit more done today, but it was raining. I mean, it's still raining out there right now. I'm in one of the off buildings over here. Oh, very nice. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. So, yeah, get some training in first thing in the morning. One of the guys coming out I haven't seen in 6 months or so. We get along pretty good. Our schedules are just so, he took a different job and our schedules are just so off the wall. And yeah, thank you for the likes. Yeah. And yeah, so we're gonna get out. We're gonna do a little bit of training tomorrow. Might have some of that on the other channels that we have, because some of that's some pew pew training. But yeah, just getting to hang out, see everybody. And like I said, I don't know if anybody wants to see, you know, kind of the areas around me. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I don't know if anybody wants to see any of that from around me. I might end up going. I got a couple people more towards noon that are like, hey, it's all going to start 1, 2 o'clock, all this, and I'm just like, I don't know if I really want to go. And everybody's like, come on, let's just go out and check it out. You can get some video. So I may end up going and get some video. I don't know if I should get video or if I should do a live stream. I don't know how crazy it's going to be. A couple of them out of the 4 around me, 3 of them will probably be a little more, hey, yeah, Cody, have a good day. Thanks for stopping by. They'll be a little bit more calm. The one in the bigger city to the east of me, that one's already got, let's see, I went by there when I went back to the city house. I think that one's got, we'll say 300-400 people there already today. So I don't know how big and crazy that will be. I don't know what the driving situation will be. I don't know if I want to go down to that one. The other one should be a lot smaller because they're still in, well, they're in a city almost, you know, a smaller city though. I mean, like, not even a tenth of the size of that city further over. Bro, share a scary time. Have you ever had an encounter with the supernatural? No comment. Scary story. Yeah, I don't know. I've gone to work before. That's a scary story. That's about all I feel like I do. Buy your beans. John baked beans. Interesting. Try your beans. Huh. I do like beans. I should probably just talk, because every time I start looking down, I'm all over the place. Oh yeah, I'm still getting text messages from my boys like, hey, I hate beans. Now that's a scary story. Beans, the magical fruits, the more you eat, the more you... I forget how that goes. Shame on you, he says. I don't even know. Must be a Friday thing, I swear. And every time I pop on here on a Friday, it's just like, well, I figure I'll just go on, hang out, see what everybody's doing, you know? And everybody just comes up with random stuff. I still got people texting me. I got my thing off there, but I can't flip over to it because then it will pop it off. But yeah. Definitely a Friday thing. That's what we say at work too. Must be a Friday thing. We got people at my job flick the pennies all over the rooms and stuff bounces everywhere. Oh, stone cold. I've heard that before. How are you prepping for everything crazy going on? Well, that's an interesting question. I bought a lot of toilet paper. But on a serious note, yeah, you know, you're supposed to have what you need, right? You got to have everything ready to go in case you need to go. Like I said, toilet paper. But I'm out in the country now. Stuff's a little bit different. We're working on livestock. Hopefully in the next few weeks I'll start having some livestock. And when I was in the city, drop your favorite. I gotta find some decent movie. What? Movie? Favorite? Legend of what? Anyways, I just saw that ballerina movie. That was alright. I'm good. How are you? Yeah, so as far as everything goes for that, yeah, just getting the same thing. See, the thing is when you keep what's the deleted messages for? KK's going crazy. Held for review. What's held for? See, this is too much. Whoa. Don't worry about it. I saw one of them. It was kind of funny. Anyways, yeah, YouTube doesn't like some of that. That was good. Hey, how's it going? Big Mo, when you moving out here? My bad. Yeah, that's good. Hey, Train. Yeah, we're out here, man. What's it look like over in the upper New York State area as far as the protest stuff going on, man? I saw a lot. I talked to the Gooch not too long before I got on here. Well, through a text message, he was texting me. And I was over at your brother's house for a couple hours when I got out of work today. Just bullshitting with him or whatever, hanging out. And yeah, your cousins are all pumped up, want some more range time, or your brother-in-laws. Yeah, they want some more range time. They had fun, I guess, last weekend. I told them to come out here. They got to come out here. Got the full range set up, Political view on Big Macs. And what do you agree with? Man, people just come up with crazy stuff. I have no clue what you're talking about. Education cost from the protesting by the Capitol. Oh, I know where that is. I'm the one who fixed all the terracotta over there years ago. Up on the lifts. No kidding. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure that's going to be crazy tomorrow. Over here, we got a couple different spots that are supposed to get it done. No, I got KK texting me. Okay, I won't. I'm trying to get through it all. I get stuff just keeps going up so much quicker. I'm just like, whatever. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, getting ready for everything as far as everything's concerned. This is like tornado season for us. And yeah, we end up getting some crazy storms here and there. So it's the same thing like we were talking about just a little while ago when KK asked me what to do to get ready for everything. Just the basics. Make sure you have food, water, some sort of shelter, way to defend yourself. And that pretty much covers everything you could ever possibly want. But then you wrap in tactics, techniques, and renewable food sources. You just stack a layer on top of layer on top of layer, and then everything ends up becoming a lot easier. Having some good tools. Like this has been like one of my biggest tools that I've used on the homestead in the last couple weeks now. I even got that thing stuck in my finger. I think I put the video on the other channel. I can't remember. Got a nice fat scar. I don't even know if you probably won't even be able to see it on. Oh no, the shine. You won't be able to see it. Sticking it into wood, and I was popping them all off and sticking it, picking them up, popping them all off, and one is stuck too far. And when I went and grabbed onto the wood and peeled this down, that part just sunk right in, and I had to like pull it out of my thumb. It was quite the bloody mess. But yeah, I was thinking about doing a video on stuff like that. What I've been using more for an EDC here than what oh, cool, man. I'm gonna have to check the rest of those texts out after I'm done. I've got a lot of people texting me right now. I can only see the first part unless I click on it, and then this whole thing goes blank. And I figured I'll wait if it's not an emergency till after I get off here. I'm not gonna stay on too long. I got stuff to do. We still got probably about 3 hours of light, so even in the rain, I'll probably put a coat on, like I said, and rake out some of those tracks from the skid steer. The tracks really gouged stuff up when they turned, and it was kind of wet when they did that. And now it's dried and it's all hard, and I've got these like valleys where the tracks went through and stuff. But if you just get all your basic preparedness stuff set up, and I've got a whole bunch of videos. I mean, I've taken down a couple hundred. YouTube helped me out and took down a couple hundred. Uh, This is a Friday thing, I swear to God. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, stacking everything. Ah, damn, AK. That was funny. Oh man. Anyways, you just keep stacking everything, and then it just gets easier. You get a little bit of redundancy. I should probably do a video on that. I might end up doing a video on that on the EDC stuff. Just the stuff I'm carrying on me now all the time versus when I was in the city and what I was carrying all the time over there. Um, Believe it or not, there's some differences, and I feel like living in the city my whole life until literally like 2 weeks ago. I've been out here for 2 weeks. My carry situation is different here because of the difference in what's here versus there. There's no street lights here, so there is a flashlight. Which flashlight? I could show you. I mean, just the size of the knife, the type of the knife, using the knives for a different thing. You're not so much tactical, you're more practical out here. Can it be used tactically? Yes. Could you use it in defense if you had to? Yes, I'm sure you could. They just seem to be bigger knives are easier to use out here, and that's more cumbersome in the city because I'm not cutting wood. I'm not everything doesn't need to be dealt with swiftly in that type of a manner versus when I was in the city. So I'll probably end up popping a video up like that, something for everybody to check out. And I've kind of been showing like the way. Well, see, I showed the sheep, but I didn't show the way they were put in there. So either I'll end up getting a video of that, or I'll show you when I get mine done. What? I don't know what that is. Yeah. But either way, yeah, that's definitely a thing as far as being out here in comparison. Oh, yeah, I never had it. Not that I know. I've never heard of it. No, not from the South, man. No. I'm actually pretty far north. Like, our growing season just started a couple weeks ago, maybe. And I don't even have all the stuff in the ground. I got some stuff still in the starters and stuff like that. I need to move in my oh boy. I've heard that before. Yeah, so what's everybody's plans for this weekend then? I mean, kind of told you what I'm going to try to attempt to do tonight with the last 3 hours of daylight. Maybe burn some more brush and stuff off, even though it's wet. I don't know. There's lighter fluid, and that starts it, and it doesn't matter if it's wet after that or not. But went and tried to fix the chainsaw. Had a problem with that. And got one of my friends like, bring it over. So I dropped that to him, but I probably won't have it for the rest of the week by the time I get it back. So I have to use the little chainsaw for anything too crazy. So I kind of got that out of my head that I'm not going to be using the chainsaw. I'm not going to be chainsawing too much for the next week, I guess you'd say. But after that, I'll get right back to it. Yeah, there's so much to do out here, man. It's like every day I'm like, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Like what's next? How's this gonna work? What do I gotta do? I gotta get a fence up around for the dogs so they can run towards the front, but not too far to the front because I don't want them. I don't want them to get stuck out for there's a main road out there. Well, it's like a 55-mile-per-hour road past the place, so it's kind of like you don't want the dog to run out there. It could be pretty quick, bang, None of the dogs. We don't want the dogs running around out there. Plus, you don't have to put them on a leash to run around. The one dog that's pretty good running around, but he still goes back to that. What? You can't be rude on here, KK. Jeez. So yeah. Nothing too crazy for me. Like I said, I'll probably get some video tomorrow with some of the stuff. I don't put everything online all together. So if there's 3 hours of training or something like that, we do a little bit of cold start stuff on the other channel. Maybe we'll do something like that. Pop a video or two up of that with the weapons training. And I don't know that we're doing any stick and knife or anything like that tomorrow. It might just be pew pews. And I'm sure there'll be some hand to hand, but I don't know. Nobody seems to like that no more. So I don't know. What do I see currently? Currently brand new for me. I mean, it's been a couple months, but I haven't shot it enough, I would say. Got the big flashlight, got the appendix carry set up for it now. A SIG P365 fuse. It's kind of like the full size, but still really skinny. And it's got a Holosun on it. I got the one with the big dot. I still do okay with it. I tried to pull away from the Glocks for concealed carry just because, man, I don't know. I probably shouldn't have, because I feel almost like I just point shoot those things out now, because I've been using them. When did I get here? 12 years ago. So I've been using them for 12 years. 17. And capable. It's kind of big in my smaller hands, or small in my big hands, whatever you want to say. Had everything set up for that, so the SIG didn't cost me nothing. Traded that one out. Had a 19. Kind of just blocking in comparison. I feel like I get a good grip on that, and I can really like wrap it hard and turn it over, but I still don't feel like I'm fast enough with that. And it's kind of like a new dot, the dot thing is all new for me. I think that's why I feel like that. Oh, not a regular 365. No, I can't get my hands around that. I've got the fuse, 21 round mag, little extension on that one. Otherwise, sits flush with 18, 17, 18. I can't remember. Either way, yeah, that's a lot different. Yep. Full size to another. I mean, the barrel length, I think, is the same. Yeah, as long as it's not a 320. Yeah, yep. I've known a person or two that actually had theirs go bang in their bag, just throwing their bag off their shoulders, and boom. One of them did it in his truck, and a round went through the passenger side floor. That was not good. That was a couple years ago, and I don't know. They're saying nothing's wrong with them, but something's wrong with them. So, and I feel weird having any kind of a SIG. Before those 320s, though, everybody's SIGs were perfectly fine. They were good, reliable. I don't like the regular 365. Never shot the XL. This fuse, and we had a Springfield Hellcat. That seemed okay, but that was still real tiny. And I shot that thing pretty good and quick. I felt like I kept hitting right against where you drop the slide almost, and occasionally maybe even the magazine release. Kind of went to doo-doo after they stopped it. Yeah, this fuse, though, if you ever get a chance to pick up a fuse and feel it, you'd be shocked. I need a different front sight for it, just because the fiber optic on that thing broke. And they got little pieces you could put more in there and stuff, but I'm like, well, if this thing's breaking on me, Hellcat size is perfect. Yeah, you do good with that. Yeah, that's a nice piece. You should bring that out tomorrow, KK. 19. Yeah, well, I had the The last one I had was also a Gen 3. And I just recently in April shot that RXM from Ruger, which is like a 19 with maybe a bit, I couldn't tell, maybe a bit better trigger. And believe it or not, the grip felt maybe a little bit better. And the whole thing seemed maybe a little slimmer. They were like medium height sights. I did okay with it. And the 19 was I don't know. I did pretty good with that. Once I got rid of those U sights, I put in OEM nights, 3 dots, and then yeah, I do okay with that one. The 19, a lot better than years ago when I had the last one. And I love the reliability, and I love the fact that you can just have these things just loaded to the gill, throw them around, bag them, do whatever you want. I mean, I've taken them just like I did with this fuse, though. I'm not gonna lie, grabbed them and whaled the back of them. Even just racking them and seeing if it would depress or not, even when it wasn't loaded, whacked them off the sides of tables and stuff. Is like, yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I know I should. I'm so torn with what to do. I go to some of these shows. I went to TriggerCon. I've gone to a couple now. I've shot all these guns. I mean, I had to one, like, you go see some of the TTI stuff. I shot that TTI Canic. That trigger was pretty stupid quick. It was like quick reset was quick. Everything was smooth and everything. I wonder about the reliability on that thing though. If you really had to get down, I have tortured the. I had Gen 2, Gen 3, Gen 4, and now that Gen 5 in the 17. And I got the Gen 5. No joke. I got a crazy deal right away. It's too much money sink. Yeah. Man, I'll tell you what. Yeah, for a little while I did until I found most of the stuff. I'm just really torn with the carry piece. I'm even looking into this FN Reflex, but getting it in XL because I don't want something small like that 365. And that one's got an internal hammer. I like the cold hammer forged barrels. No, I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think. I'm so torn with the pistols. Like when I went and shot over at TriggerCon, uh, like, here, try this one out, and I'm like, pling, 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 ping, 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 ping. I'm like, whoa, that trigger's smooth. You could rack some of those slides like this. I'm like, man, how much is this crazy thing? A nice 2011, whatever. Oh, that's a Nighthawk. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, man. That thing, I mean, I went to their booth, checked everything out, got some video of it and everything, and $6,000. Okay, and then you go to the TTI booth, Terran Tactical stuff. Talked with all them the day before. That was pretty cool. Got pictures with them. Everything was pretty sweet with Terran and everything. Real nice guy, man. Oh, and everything was awesome. And, try this Pit Viper. You're like, hell yeah, I'm gonna try that Pit Viper. And you're like, shkling, like shkling. I mean, it's racking like nothing. Ting, 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 ting. I'm like, huh. That thing doesn't move at all. It's just like ping, 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 ping. I'm like, yeah, I kind of really like this thing. $8,000, like, and now those Sand Vipers, and I'm just like, you got to be kidding me, man. I shot the Staccatos. They were pretty nice. I didn't get a chance to shoot Apache, the Watchtower Apache. And one of the gun stores over here has one. I picked it up and they're like, oh, it's your lucky day. That thing's on sale, $700 off. I'm like, sweet. How much is it? And it was still like $300, $400, $500, $3,500, whatever it was. I'm like, and you're not going to carry those because they're going to get the wear. These are like straight range toys, but you go and shoot some of those and then you're like, what am I carrying? I haven't shot that Echelon yet. I don't know. I don't even like the looks of some of that stuff. That fuse, just the day I picked that thing up in my hand, I was like, huh. And I was like, I wonder how much like muzzle flip that thing's going to have. I wonder what the overall recoil and how, because I can really get around that thing. I just feel like when I get that grip in there and you wrap it over, it's like, and it's tight. And then you don't even have to press all the way out when you have the optics on. You're just like, I'm like, And the trigger is a little bit better than the Glock trigger. Still more of at that defensive weight, but the reset's different on it though. I think that's what's getting me. Yeah, it's messed up. I don't know what to do. I almost thought to go get another Glock just because I'm like, I know where it is every time. Pick, 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 pick. And then I'm like, stop. I had a 43. That thing was small. I got the little mag extensions. I'm like, 10-ish rounds or something. Yeah. But when you have the capability and you could have crazy rounds, but I hate that little Glock 26. I did not like that thing. Even with a 17-round mag in it, in your hand, you're half holding on to the mag at that point, too. Ugh. See, you got me all wrapped up in this gun talk. Jeez. And range time tomorrow morning. Yeah, we got a little training tomorrow morning, which will be good. I haven't seen my buddy in a while, my one buddy there, and yeah, that would be good. We should have some fun. I'm sure it's going to be a good time, but I don't even know. I was going to stay on here for about a half hour, a little after anybody else have anything else they want, because it's still raining. I could grab a coat, though, and I could get out there and rake that stuff, because I still got a little, about 3 hours. It doesn't get dark here until like 10:30 at night or something. This time of the year is pretty nice, actually. I really do like it. I hate it when it goes backwards. And the SIG magazines cost too much, too. I'm not happy about that. That's one thing. You want to sleep. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is, what it's going to be. Hopefully everybody has fun this weekend. Hopefully everybody gets out and does something. I mean, we got more bad weather coming here in a couple days, but tomorrow's supposed to be pretty nice. Sunday's supposed to be pretty nice. I'm going to try to get as much work done as I possibly can. It's crazy you go right from like work to working now in your backyard, which is acres, versus the like 0.3 that I was on, and you can barely get a car and everything back in there, but you're still getting something, it's just different. When you mow here, I got this huge mowing machine back here, and it's got like 3 blades on it and stuff. Thank you, Chris. Yeah. So, all right. I'm probably going to roll out now. I got too much to do, not enough time, and 10 text messages plus to hit everybody back. So, let me see. Yeah, I have to go run errands. Go ahead, KK. I don't know. Hit me up in the comments or whatever if anybody's still watching this. Should I go to some of those protests tomorrow? Should I get regular video? Should I try to do some live streams out there? Yeah, hit me up. Let me know what you think. And until then, I'll be in the woods. Yeah, something different. You guys have a great night. Have a good weekend if I don't hop back on here. But I probably will tomorrow just because I've been having a little bit of fun. So, I don't know. Hit me up. Have a good night.